Assalamu alaikum students. This is your instructor Muhammad Umar Khattak for the subject Human Resource Management. This is our 10th lecture and today we will be discussing diagnostic model for human resource management. Diagnostic model for human resource management. The diagnostic model includes 4 specific steps to be taken by the managers: diagnosis, prescription, implementation, and evaluation. Let's study the diagram of the diagnostic model for human resource management. As you can see, there are 2 influences affecting the human resource processes of the organization: the external environmental influences and the internal environmental influences. The external environmental influences include government requirements, regulations, and laws, the union, economic conditions, domestic as well as international, competitiveness, composition of the labor force, and location of the organization. While the internal environmental influences are the strategy of the organization, goals of the organization, organizational culture that has been developed, nature of the task, work group, leader style, and experience. Now, what are the processes that are being affected by these influences? The processes are acquiring human resources, where we select and recruit human resources, rewarding human resources, providing compensation and benefits, developing human resources, providing trainings and development programs, and maintaining and protecting human resources, abiding by the labor laws and providing safety and security to the human resources. Now, and the desirable end results are socially responsible and ethical practices, competitive and high quality products, competitive and high quality services. Now, what do we need to do? We need to diagnose what the problem is, then prescribe a solution, implement that solution, and then evaluate the solution whether it works or not. Now let's talk about external environmental factors first. Now the first external environmental factor that we're going to talk about is government requirements, laws, and regulations. The government regulates and influences some aspects of human resource management more directly than others. Major areas of regulations include equal employment opportunity and human rights legislations, which affects recruitment, selection, evaluation, and promotion. It indirectly affects recruitment planning, orientation, career planning, training, and development. Employment of illegal aliens, discrimination on the basis of gender, age, and disability, compensation regulations which affect pay, hours of the work, unemployment, and similar conditions. Benefits regulations which include pensions and retirements. Workers' compensation and safety laws which affect health and safety. Labor relations, laws and regulation which affect the conduct of collective bargaining. Privacy laws. Problems posed by government requirements, laws, and regulations. Regulations encourage simplistic thinking on complicated issues. Small organizations are treated like large ones. Different industries are regulated alike. Designing and administering regulations is an incredibly complex task, leading to very slow decision making. Designing and administering regulations is an incredibly complex task, leading to very slow decision making. Regulation does not encourage mutual accommodation but rather leads to very complicated legal maneuvering. Many regulations are out of date and serve little social purpose, yet they are not eliminated. There is increasing evidence of regulatory overlap and contradictions among different regulatory agencies. The union. The presence of unions directly affects most aspects of human resource management. For example, recruiting, selection, performance evaluation, promotion, compensation, and benefits, among others. The union is an organization. The union in an organization represents the interest of the employees on such issues as working conditions, wages and salaries, fringe benefits, employee rights, grievance processes, and working hours. At one time, unions were concentrated in a few sectors of the economy, such as mining and manufacturing. Nowadays, engineers, nurses, teachers, secretaries, salespersons, professors, professional sports players, and even doctors belong to unions. In sum, union plays a significant role in HRM programs. Economic conditions. Data, empirical evidence, and general opinion suggest that productivity of employee is an important part of nation's general economic conditions. Productivity is usually a good indicator of overall efficiency of an organization. Economic conditions, both domestic and international, affect the human and manpower resources at micro as well as at macro level. Competitiveness. At the macroeconomics level, the term competitiveness is defined as the degree to which a nation can produce goods and services that meet the test of international markets, simultaneously maintaining or expanding the real income of its citizens. If you substitute the word organization for nation and employees for citizens, you will have the definition of organizational competitiveness. Composition and diversity of the labor force. The age demographic of Pakistan indicate that it has 70% of its 220 million population below 35 years of age, meaning Pakistan has a young population. Organizations investigate the demographic of the workforce for the future employment projections. Percentages of women, minorities, and older employees are of special consideration while making strategic human resource decisions. Geographic location of the organization. The geographic location of the organization influences the kinds of people it hires and the HRM activities it conducts. A hospital, plant, university, or government bureau located in the rural area confronts different conditions than the one located in the urban area. Recruiting and selection in rural areas will be different in that there may be fewer applicants. Educational factors include the number of skilled employees available, attitude towards education, and literacy level. Behavioral factors include attitude towards wealth, profits, managerial role, and authority, and how societies differ in these parameters. Legal and political factors differ in different societies and can encourage or discourage private enterprises. This would be the end of the lecture. Thank you.